All right, I'm here with my friend Dan Grec. If you don't follow him on YouTube or Instagram, you definitely should. It's The Road Chose Me. We just randomly came across you. We were searching up Jeep things, and that was when you were just starting Africa.
Right on.
And we followed him through the mud and the beautiful safaris and the animals and the absolute beauty of Africa. I mean, you went down the west coast.
Down the west coast of Africa and then back up the east coast of Africa.
East coast, right to Cairo or up to...
Yeah, so all the way around Africa, basically.
Unbelievable journey. So he knows his stuff. So what we're talking about today with Greg, and actually while I'm at it, make sure you get his book. He also did Alaska to Argentina, which is on our list, so we're reading your book now. Full of great travel tips, and so yeah, get that book on Amazon, I imagine.
That's right, it's on Amazon, yeah. It's called The Road Chose Me, Volume 1.
Perfect. I'm sure there's another one coming.
Volume 2 is in the works, which is the Africa book.
That's going to be epic. But what I want Greg to do is show us his configuration. There's some modifications he made. He's using an Ursa Minor and a JK. What year's the vehicle?
It's a 2011.
2011, so we're in a 2012, so we're familiar with the vehicle. And he's going to show you how much room is in the way he's got it set up, how much room he's been able to create, and I think that's very, very important. We've looked at a lot of great configurations, but space is always an issue, so why don't you show us around a bit?
Right, yeah, and you know, I think we all love camping, but it's those 2 or 3 days a month when it's pouring rain or the mosquitoes are horrendous.
Right.
You want to have that interior space to add sanity so you don't go insane.
Yes.
So yeah, the magic really of the build is in the back here. And what I did essentially is what I call is I opened up the roof of the J30. So normally there's very small access hatches to be able to climb up inside, but in mine I've opened it right up. Maybe I'll climb inside so you can watch. So I can actually completely stand up and walk around in here.
Wow.
And you know, I can change clothes, I can read a book, I can make a sandwich with all of this open space. And whether it's pouring rain or the mosquitoes are bad, it doesn't make any difference.
Right. So on a normal, without doing the modifications that you've done, you'd typically have a roll bar.
That's right. The factory roll bar is somewhere about here and kind of comes down on goes on a 45-degree angle like this. And I knew I wanted all of this space to be sitting and to walk around. Yeah. So I had to move the roll bar back into the corners of the hardtop.
That's awesome, and so that really opened up the back. The nice thing about this, as you can see, is you crawl out of your bed, you're in your vehicle, and the front seats are right there. So you've removed the 2 back seats. So this is a great configuration for 1 person, which is what you have. You have all the room you need. It would work for 2 people. Me and Carolyn and I are talking about our next vehicle. That's really what we're searching out. Now, you built these cabinets. You can move them around. Why don't you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, so I designed this so that the cabinets up here on the top, they can actually be unlatched there and move down here into the aisle. And so the whole back of the Jeep then is flat to be a sleeping platform.
Wow.
So I figured if I needed to for safety, or if I was really tired, I could just sleep down here without even opening the roof.
Right.
It was a good idea, I think, but in fact I never used it. I never felt the need, and it's kind of awkward to move these around because they're heavy, they're full of all my stuff. And so in the end, I pop the roof every single night, and I sleep much better up there anyway. Yeah. So I'd rather be upstairs than downstairs.
You can open the windows and have a breeze.
Exactly, yeah.
Nice. So, but that just shows you can get either build your own like you did, or you can have Goose Gear make some options to have cabinets for storage, and then you have a Dometic or some kind of fridge in the front.
Yeah, I have a Dometic fridge in the front. Nice. That's right. Yep. And yeah, you said for 2 people, it is fairly small. I did have a partner with me for parts of Africa. But it actually can work. 1 person can sit here like this, you know, reading a book or using your laptop, and actually the other person can be sitting up the front there reading a book.
Right.
And so you actually have, like, you're not sort of shoulder to shoulder, so you're not going to kill each other on the first day.
Right. Somebody can go upstairs and hide.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it does work. It's small.
It's small, yeah.
But you know, for being self-contained and getting you up out of the mud, it's really nice.
Well, that's the thing. That's the difference between RVing and van life and doing what we're doing with the overland travel and the Jeep. You're sacrificing space, but you're getting all that the ability to go anywhere. And that's really the sacrifice you make. So if you're okay in tight quarters, which we've learned to do with 5 people in a Jeep.
Yeah, I bet.
We don't need luxury, we don't need tons of space, we just need a comfortable place to be when the weather gets bad and when you just there are times you just need that to sit inside. So.
That's right. And probably the biggest change I would make is instead of this regular awning, I would get a bat wing or one of the ones that goes right around, because then you also get all this additional area that would be rain-free or sun-free. Yeah. So then you can be sort of out here in your chair even if it's raining. And I think then the combination of the inside and the outside would be amazing.
Yeah, that's what we have. This a side awning which turns into a big tent, and you see on some of our videos when we're overseas, it's raining. The kids set up a table and they get the generator running outside, and they do homework, and it makes a whole nother room that is living space when you're sitting in one place.
Yeah, really nice to have.
That's awesome. We've got a similar kitchen setup. I like what you've done with that.
It's simple and it works. Yeah. Like we said, we're not aiming for luxury. We're just, it's comfortable, functional. Yeah.
We have the same 10 gallons, 10 US gallons AV fuel caddy. And then something I saw you doing a seminar and you talked about your stove. Why don't you share with our audience what you do with that?
Right, so I'm just running a really simple, it's a Coleman dual fuel stove. And the magic of this stove is that it burns gasoline.
Right.
So it's the same that I put in the Jeep, which means anywhere in the world you'll be able to buy fuel for this. You don't have to mess with propane bottles and fittings and adapters and getting it filled. And I've been using that for the entire Africa trip, and I still use it every day. So
well, I'm sure there's not a Walmart on every corner that you can pick up.
That's right, and you can't buy white gas or anything like that.
So that's a great tip right there. Just having, if your vehicle's already using gasoline is probably the easiest fuel to get in third world countries.
Yeah, gas and diesel both are really similar. Yep.
So then you're cooking with the same fuel. You don't have to go searching for different fuels.
Exactly.
Well, that's pretty awesome. So how easy is this to deploy?
Oh, the roof goes up in about 20 seconds. There's just latches on each front corner and then one here at the back, and you push it up. And when it comes down, I like to walk around it and tuck the fabric in. Sure. So it takes maybe a minute on the way down, and that's it. Then I'm on the road.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like what you've done, Dan.
Awesome.
I appreciate you showing us around.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so if you'd like to see how I built this and modified the roll cage and all of the Jeep build, it's all on my YouTube channel, which is also The Road Chose Me. So there's videos of the entire build and then videos from all of Africa.
Yeah, we highly recommend it. That's where we watch it and we slow it down, we rewind and just go through how you're building this out. So this is one of our favorite configurations so far. So good job.
Thanks very much. Awesome.